Brooklyn Barons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Kingston real bad.
Take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Lucky 56. Check it out, watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
That's your phone or mine?
Gun! Gun! No. Check. Patriot! Gun!
Not play against the game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early,
it's beautiful outside, so I guess the weather ain't gonna come.
It's been a short week. We're not really ready to go.
No, it's cold though.
Into the ground that way. That's what getting an early score means a lot.
You said nah. You said they ain't gonna come.
Nah, but it's gonna be cold. Get the headsets off the counter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ohio!
Did you get the headset?
I don't know what.
Go look on the island.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down. Cole. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw on third down. Cole. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this in.
Uh-oh. That my man about to quit. Hopefully, I hope he don't. I think he just probably yeah, he probably did. Uh-oh, let me see.
The 30. We got 3. Let's go. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they get things rolling on this drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
How can I make you happy?
Gun.
Now back to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Candace said she's going to ask you at Instagram.
First-down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
He from
you
here?
see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off.
And his first carry, he loses the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free,
All right, now, lucky
but a
56,
teammate comes
lucky
along and
56.
scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw now on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide
Yeah, I
open
can
in
do
the
that.
end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Check. Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
That's too much work right there.
36.
Al.
Hmm?
They tell Kenny that's too much work.
He'll get it up the middle. And
They say that's too much work now.
3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that.
Get there. That's it, baby. That's it.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You want another one?
Yeah.
Oh.
The guy that was in front of me got hit by one of the policemen.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cole. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun!
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Gun! All right, now, Lucky 56. Over! Gun!
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
What? You need that. Come on again, Chucky.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56. Gun! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
SOS.
Hey.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
attack here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jake Ryan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. So we reach halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves him with options here on 2nd and just a yard. The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, this dude part of my group, but he trying to play hard. But I'm trying not to beat him real bad. But you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm really not. But he doing some
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
White 90. White 90. Hot. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. Hot.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. White 90.
Operating from the gun. Cole throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Ohio. Flex Brown. Flex Brown.
From the gun, Cole. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Oh.
That's
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Man, I got you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
You okay? What's your name?
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now a give left side to Falk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
What are you doing, bro? You typing something up?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Running right, here's Falk. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mike Jones.
0-0-4.
On third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here.
He must be something wrong. Must be wrong with his connection or something. Yeah. Well, nah, not really, man. I don't really want to. I don't want to beat him like this.
They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Oh, they get to the football.
Good
it's
block.
blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they've played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had a share of troubles in this one.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll work
it was gone. It's gone. Nah.
It
wasn't nothing there. It wasn't nothing in there.
Despite the blitz, they're still
able to pick up a solid game. I didn't think it was nothing in there. I probably...
Often alters normal spacing and run fits.
And being in the bed, I ain't know. I thought you finished it.
And they'll run it here. And it's been like this all night
I thought you had finished it. That's why I thought you left it on the bed so you throw it away.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's no juice in there, ain't it?
Before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
3 down. Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it. Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Hut. Let's go one more. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Ohio!
What up?
To throw on 2nd down. Cole firing quickly here. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
That was you just playing or
Results a
Brady?
first down as the quick slant gets him 14. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Chilling, bro. How about you?
It's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Everything been straight down now?
5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you try snobby.
Looking to throw. Cole. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round.
On third down, Cole. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. First and 10 right at the 20. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw on second down. Cole. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
What
What happened, bro?
Coaches never pull
Man,
their
I
starting quarterback.
don't know what's going on with my boy, man. He having a hard time.
I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beat.
Yeah, man.
With the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third and 10.
It could be your connection.
Nah, it ain't mine. It's his. It tell you whose connection it is.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Dang.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, hold on right quick. I'm going to change my mic out.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Detroit! Detroit! 4 down, 4